10 years ago, the technologies of the first enterprise flash drives came into the market, and for the first time, people started talking about latencies under 1 millisecond. Fast forward to 10 years later, now today, everybody takes for granted from a performance perspective that, of course, what you're going to want is average latency well under 1 millisecond all the time. So what used to be the bleeding edge for the performance, ultimate, is now the de facto, even faster in requirements. So we've been able to pioneer software that helped make that happen to a large degree, rather than those that have taken the course of hardware to try to get their performance up. And it's one of the reasons why we have the highest performance in the market with InfiniBox platforms. The second issue is availability. If you go back 10 years ago, people used to talk in terms of 5 nines being the ultimate in availability. Proudly, I have 5 nines of availability. Woefully unacceptable in today's market. Today, it's got to be 100%. And you want your architecture to be minimally designed for something at least in the range of 7 nines or greater. So it's an order of magnitude. Today, everybody is visible. The public sees your systems online. They know if you're available or not. They see the performance that they're able to get off of you. It's not just performance, but now availability consistently has to be 100%. Anything less than that is unacceptable. Third issue is capacity. People used to talk 10 years ago, the terabyte was considered a big number back then. And people saw this emerging thing called petabytes on the horizon. How things have changed in time. Now people talk routinely about double-digit petabytes. Large organizations run triple-digit petabytes in the largest enterprises in the world, and even into the exabyte range in terms of the very largest on the planet today. Another new term for us to consider. And fasten your seatbelts, because over the next 5 years, you're going to be hearing the word exabyte a lot more than you ever have in the past. So everything has changed in terms of greater service level requirements. Performance service level requirements and expectations are higher. Availability service level expectations are higher. And scale levels are higher. But then it gets into that last element, which is, but the cost still needs to be affordable and still needs to be low. It doesn't matter how great this technology is if people can't afford it. And that's where Infinidat has revolutionized this industry. Being able to offer the leading edge of performance and availability and scale, but doing it at costs that are less expensive than everybody else rather than more, that's the part that nobody expected, and that's what makes Infinidat unique.